Hello everyone. Um, this is another new video about some topics that I've been noticing in the comment page. It's time we get past issues that divide us as people. Uh, don't bring religion into this because it's gone past validation of one church versus another, one religion versus another. And that's all now a non-issue, and that's something an individual has to deal with themselves on a personal level. They need to find it inside themselves what they want to believe or what they don't want to believe. We don't need somebody cramming something down our throats. What we need to be doing instead of this type of activity is looking at more productive topics that need to be discussed, such as, if this does happen and we have a social collapse, what do you do? How do you survive? So, as far as everything we've been told not to talk about anymore, if we disagree with the official version of events, see, that's why I'm not going there. We all have seen what we've seen, and we have formed our own minds up already as far as who is responsible for what, and nothing has been done about this. And I want to address an issue. See, since 45, it's been too late. But even if you want to say prior to that, I mean after 45, what should have alerted the people in this country is when we had people holding high position of public office of dual citizenship. That is unconstitutional. Oh, but then again, we don't have a constitution nor a Bill of Rights because they've been suspended since 1945. Again, you can go to any law library, you can do a search on the net, and you're going to come up with the same results. And the War Powers Act further put more teeth into this. So that's the reality, people. You need to be looking at what you can get your hands on and what you know for sure 100%. And as far as who did what, it's irrelevant at this point because there's nothing anybody can do about it anyway. So we need to be focusing on what's in store for us. How do we deal with that? And I tell you all right now, you need to go out and be looking at purchasing some heirloom and or heritage seeds for food crops. And that is, if anybody has a chance to get out anywhere and to feed themselves. Now, I do have a lot of insight on how to survive and stuff. And one of the things I'd like to share with people, first off, you need to get a book of plants in your region of wherever you're at, no matter where in the world you are, that are edible and can be used for medicine. That's number one. If you're not an outdoorsman, have never done outdoor activities as far as subsiding off the land, not just going out in some $100,000 RV bus and call that roughing it. I'm talking about where you go out and you don't have anything but what you carry on you, roughing it, and you live by eating off of the land and not what you're carrying with you. So I would say, look, there's a lot of survival books on Scribd, www.scribd. But for the full illustration and in color for plants and things, I would recommend you actually go out and get one from any bookstore. Don't go to the library and check stuff out because they keep a record. But here, see, I'm making a public record. But that's okay. They've already targeted me. I'm already marked, so just by their actions that they've done against me, and I know who it is, so that's a non-issue. That's something I have to deal with, and I know I'll be one of the first to go for the simple fact that I am living off of Social Security disability, and those are going to be the programs that get cut first. And as long as my right leg has issues as far as my Achilles tendon and the muscles being ripped in my foot, there's nothing I can do to help myself because I can't wear a prosthetic leg. it wouldn't work. I'm an above the knee amputee, and that's the critical part of the understanding of this. Someone who's a below knee amputation, it's far a lot easier. They use less energy and they have more flexibility and can move more. Me, I have to snap and lock the knee before I put my weight on it. But right now, with these Achilles tendon and the rib muscles in my foot, I get what's called edema. That's fluid. And so I'm having to take special pills to get the fluid out. And it just, if I sit here for, say, an hour working on the computer, hell, that's enough to make my leg swell up almost twice its size. I know for sure it's at least a third, again, bigger than what it normally would be due to the fluid buildup. So I'm needing to spend more time with my foot up by laying down because I can't sit in a chair like I'm doing right now. I have my leg elevated, but it's not higher than my head and the trunk of my body, and that's where it needs to be. So because I know I'm marked and may not have a chance to do anything, I'm wanting to share knowledge with you who are in a position where you can help yourselves. And again, it gets back to having literature. And even if you do get it from online source instead of a bookstore, you can get from Walmart or any kind of big chain store what they call the plastic inserts for notebooks. And you can just put the papers in that and seal it by just with a lighter, or if you're uncomfortable using your fingers to close it, seal it, just have something metallic that you can just run right over it and seal it once it's heated. And that way you'll have records, and they'll be safe and protected from moisture as well as, well, time, they're still going to turn yellow, paper being what it is. So again, if you've never been out in the woods, Boy Scout Manual, as well as other books that you can get, and heritage or heirloom seeds. These are seeds that have not been modified in any way by Monsanto or any other seed company. But basically Monsanto, because they think they pretty much own all the plants on the earth.